Divorce can be an expensive time, particularly where solicitors and legal costs are involved. And I'm here today primarily to give you some tips on how to reduce those costs wherever possible and minimise your solicitor's fees. If you file for divorce, then it will save your lawyer time and you money if you arrive at the first meeting with a written summary of the basic circumstances of your case. Your solicitor will then not need to spend time getting these simple facts from you. An example of what you could bring would be details of your full name, your address, your date of birth, your ex-partner's full name, the names and ages of any children, a rough summary of your family's finances, including details of any property, its approximate value, and any debt outstanding, for example the mortgage, details of any pensions you may have, shares, savings, endowment policies, any other investments, and other debts or assets. It's also useful to have a list of the main questions that you want to ask. When you come to your first appointment, you should, if at all possible, bring your original marriage certificate with you, or if not available, a certified copy of the marriage certificate. If you haven't got either at the first appointment, you should try and get a certified copy from your local registry office. At the first meeting, your solicitor will talk over your options with regard to divorce and will also more than likely discuss with you financial matters arising from the divorce. Not many people know that divorce and financial proceedings, if the financial proceedings are necessary, are entirely separate sets of proceedings. However, they often run in parallel to one another and at times cross over. Often when divorce proceedings are up and running, the focus will turn to financial matters. Often your solicitor will provide you with a bulky document called a Form E, which asks lots of questions regarding your assets and liabilities. For example, valuations for your property, details of the amount owing on your mortgage, credit card debt, loans, etc., valuations for pensions, details of your income, will request information regarding your bank accounts, lots and lots of information, a little bit like filling out a tax return. It's not a particularly pleasant experience. However, the more you can do yourself in terms of completing this Form E and collating the documentary evidence that goes with it, the more you will do to reduce your legal costs, because as long as you're doing it and your solicitor's not doing it, you're saving significant amounts of time. Financial proceedings arising from a divorce can be resolved in a number of different ways. One is that you could try and negotiate a settlement direct with your ex-partner or with their solicitor. The alternative is if a negotiated settlement cannot be reached, that often court proceedings have to be issued to set out a timetable for dealing with matters. The basic document that the court utilised to collate the parties' financial affairs is the Form E document that I've previously mentioned. So that is the basis upon which what we call financial disclosure takes place.